Now, let me give you some comparisons as far as why to do this class with me rather than going to beauty school. All right, you go to beauty school, it's going to run you about $23,000. Somewhere in the lower end, usually 15, the high end is $25,000. So if you take at least, depending on your comprehension, if you take 6 classes at $100, that's $600. And then if you have to buy a mannequin, maybe $50 to $100 per mannequin. So let's say $100. So you're out of $1,200 and you actually know how to cut according to the way I'm going to teach you. Or you go and do $2,300 and probably don't know how to cut. You might have to learn how to braid. You might learn how to color or something, but you're not going to learn how to cut. So I'm not saying you guaranteed not going to learn how to cut. There are some instructors that can teach that. But you got to understand that foundation to hairstyling is hair cutting. So you got to get that. If you don't get nothing else, you got to get the cutting. And so that's why I'm very adamant about that. All right. So tonight, we're not going to hold you long again tonight. Remember, it's only 2. You only got tonight, and then you have next Monday. Okay. So here's our model that we did last week. And what we had her in, or it's a him. It's a him. It's Brian. All right. We had the little shortcut on this side. And I don't have any help, so I'm going to be turning this myself. This is cut on this side, and on the other side is, this is where the bob came. And then, so what we're going to do tonight, we're going to cut like a little short lady's cut, all right? Where it has a lot of height in the top here, and it's going to be tapered down to actually match that we already have over here. So this is going to match that. We're going to leave the bang out so that we can actually have a little length on the bang, so that when I do Brian next week on the hair clipper cut, we'll have some hair to actually do a comb over. So he'll be tapered off really low on the sides, and then we're going to come up, and then we're going to do the pompadour. But for tonight, I guess you can call it an old Holly Berry cut back in the day when she was young. So that's what we're going to do tonight. All right, so remember the cutting class, we're taking reservations now. It's every day except for Sunday from 9 a.m. to 11 every morning. And it's 2 hours long and $50 an hour, minimum 2 hours. So, all right, so let's get this started. All right, first thing I want to do is I'm going to use my 7-inch shears, and I'm going to take out this hair right here to actually match this right here on the left side of my mannequin. On the camera, it might be looking like the right. So here, and then in the buck. So this is already pretty much done right here. So let's go to right here, because this is angling here. You can see how this is angling. We're not going to do any angle. We're going to keep everything straight. So basically from the center of the head here, we're going to pick up this guideline. And so you come in, hold the hair at a 90 degree. I don't want to block your view. 90 degree, come in and actually cut. All right, you see the line raised up a little bit for me. All right, so now we got it back straight. All right. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. All right, we go up, cut, up, cut. We're gonna raise her up, cut, muss. And what I'm doing is holding it just like we did last week. I'm holding the hair up at a 90 and then actually cutting, and it creates a layering effect for me down here. But the weight is still, the weight line is still there. Weight line, guideline, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it my guideline, but it actually is a weight line too. I'm just going to give it the name guideline. All right, come over here. We're going to take out the bang. We're going to take out the bang area because I don't want to go into the bang. Remember, the bang is a triangle from 3/4 of the eyebrow 2¾ of the eyebrow. So it's a little triangle area. I'm gonna put a little water just so I can make it stay over there. And remember, on the hair cutting class, we are providing a tripod for you. All right, it will be the one that I'm working on now. Let's go over here and come up. All right, so now we have that line established for us. We have the line established, and you can see the layering is going on here just like it was last time on the other side. So now we're going to take our taper shears, these, and all of this is what you're going to learn. And remember, you incorporate all of these haircuts that you're learning into whatever the customer is asking for. All right. So you come here, put my foot down on the mannequin holder, which is the tripod. I come in and I texturize this out up to the guide. All right. Being careful not to overlap into my guide. Pick up the back side here, kind of slowly work our way into that. Okay, good. I think that's thin enough. Take my shears, and we're going to do whatever this is on this side. You see this? This is what we're going to do on the other side. Okay. Now you come in here and slowly take that out. A little bit more. So I'm just using the tip of the shears, slowly graduating the comb up, using the corner, the tip of the shears to actually go around the ear. Just the tip. One way, and then the tip go around the other way. Okay. Move this out of the way. Use the texture shears to take out some of the bump underneath. Bring the weight back down. Move this out of the way again. Go underneath. Move it out of the way more. Go underneath. You do not want to accidentally cut anything that you don't want to cut, because once you cut it, you cannot put it back. Okay, so we don't want to cut only what we want to cut. So that's why you see me move stuff out of the way, move it this way, wherever I need to move it, and just work on only that I'm cutting. Okay. All right, now I take my little razor here, come down, triangle there. All right, go in here, kind of clean up a little bit off of the ear with the razor. Go back to my shears a little bit. Now, actually, if this was a real person, you'd take your trimmers and go right around the ear. So, but by this being the mannequin, and it sticks out a little bit. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Go in here. Triangle. Go around. Slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Not too much, not too much. All right, cut that in there. Perfect. A little bit there. I hope these classes has been beneficial to you. I really do. I really hope it has been. And those who's actually coming next month, we're looking forward to you coming. We're looking forward to you learning. And for hairdressers to go and make a little extra income. And for those who are at home, maybe you don't have to spend additional income to actually get the hair done. So we will see. We will see. I just felt compelled to actually do this for the community and for those who are on Facebook and those who are actually interested. Obviously, I see that several are interested because the numbers are pretty steady, all right? So, okay, that's that. All right. So let's face him. Let's face him this way. All right. We need to take out a little bit more on this side here. Just me looking at that. Just looking at it a little bit. Just a little weight in here. In here. I'm going underneath to take the weight out. Underneath. Not taking away the length, just taking away a little bulk from underneath. In the back, just making sure all that lined up pretty good back there in the back. Making sure we, because we did take out some weight, but I just got to make sure it's all blended in together back here. Got to make sure it's all blended. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Here, off a little bit. All right, look good, look good, look good. All right, now, just to make sure the lines are straight in the top, we're going to do a slight 90-45, kind of caught in the middle. You're going to be kind of caught in the middle, like so, all right? And then you're just going in here to check to make sure everything is falling like it's supposed to. Right here. Okay, good. It's a little long right there, see? Look at that. So we just go in here, instead of point cutting, I'm just using my texture shears just to knock those ends out. But it's not, these are not blunt lines. These are very, how you say, textured lines. So it's easier to blend, better for you. All right, good, good, good. Very good, very good. I'm leaving this right here for the hair cutting because I need hair to cut. So you can see the effects as far as the blades are concerned. All right, so let's do this little section right here. This little section right here. Oh, there's a lot there. And I'm slowly sliding my hands up as I cut. All right, so now on the bang, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I really don't want to really do a side bang. I kind of want this to stay full here and then just height in here. So there's a couple of ways that we can do it. One is that you go in and get your triangle out, but not the big, not all the way, not just a little small one. In other words, it's a triangle within a triangle. Okay, come in here, triangle within a triangle, not the huge one. So not the big one. All right, you come in here. Do not, because it's small, you don't have to pour the hair together. Remember, if you pour the hair together, it's making this side over here long and this side over here short. So it'll be like a curve. So, but we don't want a curve. We just want a straight, pretty much bang, right a little below her eyebrows. All right, that's all we want. So we'll come in here and we'll cut here. Like so, in the middle. All right. So now what you're gonna do is cause this guy right here to join into this guy over here. So you take a section at a time, one piece, over direct a little bit. All right, go in here and actually cut. Let's cut it with these. All right. So that way I don't have to go back in and texture, even though I'm gonna have to create some volume, but I don't have to fight with a blunt line. So we'll go in here and just texture this line out a little bit. keep it at diagonal. So when you go to this way, it's going to be diagonal, then here, diagonal, 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 like that. All right, here. So you raise slightly as you're cutting, being careful not to cut your finger. All right. So I'm slowly raising it up as I cut. As I proceed to cut, that's going to create some layering for me within here. See that? All right, see the layering here? So basically the line stays down and the hair goes up. Okay. Go to the next section, do the exact same thing. This right here is going to be less over directed. All right, here. This is the first line. Guide here under the bottom. Do I need to come closer? Okay, the first line on the bottom. All right, and then as you raise to the top, there's a second line on the top. And so you just marry these two together. Slowly, slowly moving your hand. Do the same thing right in the middle. You know, like mack them in the middle. Like so, all right? Look at that. Look how that flows, look. And then you want volume, look. Isn't that nice? Yes, okay. Let's go to this side here. Do the same thing. You're going to over direct it from here to here. You're not picking up the guy yet. This is going to be your guy over on this side. At a diagonal, you're going to over direct and marry it into that section, which is actually, you can see it underneath, see? All right, so you go in and you cut, 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 cut. Being careful not to cut thou head. I think I've been cut enough times in my life. Don't need no more cutting, all right? You do the next section, slightly over direct. Slightly over direct, pick it up. And the next section, hold it up. You have two guides. You have the guide on the bottom, and you also have the guide on the top. Marry those two together. Slowly, 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 slowly. You can see how the shears cut here and then leaves some hair. All right, so you take that out. Okay, I'm a little long over here, so we're going to pick it up here, razor up, look at the guideline there, and go underneath and cut out a little bit more. And remember, I'm still trying to leave him enough hair for next week to do a comb over. All right, so we're gonna make this bang. We're gonna make these bangs, even though they're gonna be straight down, we're gonna make them move a little bit, just in case she decides she wants to go to the left or she want to go to the right, all right? So it's not a whole lot. You just come in here and just knock off some ends. Make it move a little bit this way, a little bit this way, and then comes back inside. And do it just the opposite way. Just the opposite. So now it's like she's not stuck on just one particular way. She can come to the front, or she can go to the side. Let me take a little bit out of there so it can move for me. Yes. Come on, Mr. Brian. Don't do me like this. Brian said, I'm just standing here. It's up to you, man. You got to do this. All right, cool, cool. Right here. Excellent. All right, we're going to go right in the center of the apex, which is the top of the head. grab this hair like so. All right. We want to keep length, so we're going to push it back. We're going to push back this way. And you can see how this hair is short and this hair gets long. Just line up the line. Just line it up. Keeping that angle. You're going to still be keeping that angle. Keeping the angle. Just line it up. All right, you see that? Same thing. Keep going around. Going from the apex, and you over directed all the way over past the apex. Move this corner. Keeping it long. This is balancing everything, making sure everything is doing the same thing. Over direct. Very good. Over direct. Yeah, she's doing it, man. She's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. Mr. Brian's doing it. If you can't find a mannequin before you come to class, make sure you let me know. We probably could order you some mannequins, and I would suggest probably doing the Brian because we can go through that. It's got more hair. If you get a mannequin too long, then it's going to be too thin. But by its being, this particular mannequin has just enough weight for us. It gives, it just got just enough length for you, and I think it will work out very well for you. Okay. Okay. Good. 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 Very good. Yeah, I think that got it. I think that did it. I think that did it for you. So easy, so simple, easy to work with. It goes this way. This weight of this hair is going to move over. The little bangs are going to stay down. Put this way. Just put that. You can see that this will move for you this way. The bang stays thin. It matches up in here. If you decide to go the other way, same thing. Goes up, bangs go down, matches up into here. Matches up into there. You see how the hair goes round in here, and it also goes round over there. See that? If you wanted the sideburns shorter, you can do that, but we leave, like I say, we leave it for next week because the hair sticks out. A real person, the hair lays down. Okay, so that's why we go in and try to take some of the hair out to actually make it try to lay down as much as possible. We left the weight back here. Our hairstyle starts here. I can, if I wanted to, take a little more of this right here out, but I don't want to. I want to leave it for next week. So our main concern is from here and creating volume on the top, and then volume in the front. Of course, this, like I said, this look a little odd because normally if you're going to take a hairstyle up this high, you would actually do more tapering here, and then keep all of this nice and full down to wherever the length is here. But that will take away from my my next week class. Okay. So, if there's any questions, you see how long that took? 10 minutes. 10 minutes to do. At 10, 15 minutes at the most. All right. And so now next week, Brian will be looking like a man next week. I promise you. I promise you, Brian, you're gonna look like a man. You can see how big his cheeks is and stuff. Ain't no woman. All right. Let's see. We just reviewed. It was in a bob. We gave I call it a Holly Berry cut, where we have volume in the top. All of this volume. Look, this hair can come up as high as you want to, based on how much curls you actually do. Look at that. All right, and you actually have the bangs in the front. It can go to the side, or they can all come straight down. Okay, and next week we will be doing a clipper cut. Remember that our cutting classes start January the 3rd. It's going to be every day except for Sunday. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the mornings. Some of you that's out of town, you and your friend can book a room together and book the class together, and that way you could be taken care of together. Just make sure you call me in time to make sure that we got space just for you and your friend. If you and your friend want to do 2 days, then of course you do the same thing. Just make sure I know what days you actually are wanting. All right, and I know sometimes it's tough for hairdressers because we work on a weekend, so you might want to do a Monday and a Tuesday, and we'll see what happens. Hey, look, thank you all so much.